there, dear Runeterra community, and welcome back to another Legends of Runeterra video. I'm of course yours truly, the Love Giant, and today I'm gonna bring you yet another budget deck. But not only that, today we're also not gonna play normal games, we're actually gonna play some ranked games. So, which obviously means that I'm also gonna present you a competitive deck. So does budget deck and competitive deck, does that even work? It definitely does. We play a deck that is called Burn Aggro. Now, what do you think Burn Aggro is all about? Obviously, it's about aggression, as you can see in the creatures and in the spells that we have. The highest value card that we have, in terms of mana at least, would be Decimate. So it has a bunch of rares, has a bunch of commons, so you can craft this deck pretty early on. And if you start off with Legends of Runeterra, I would definitely suggest that you just grab this list, put it in the import decks, and make sure that you get these cards first, because as I stated, you can play this deck perfectly in rank. It is definitely viable, and you're gonna see that in the games that we play. Here is the curve, by the way. And as the name implies, obviously we don't have any 6, 7, 8 or 9 mana drops. We have a really aggressive early game curve, and the point of this deck is that we use our creatures at the beginning to just smash the enemy nexus down to the point where it has maybe like 10 HP by round 2 or 3. That can definitely happen if we draw really, really well and the enemy doesn't really draw anything. So against control decks, we have a pretty strong advantage. But the problem, of course, is we have a bunch of low HP creatures. We have like Precious Pet, which is only 1 HP, but pretty good in aggressive decks early on, because, you know, you need to have a 3 attack creature to block it. So that's not gonna happen by turn 2 or 3, maybe. Also, we have stuff like Legion Saboteur, who's only 1 HP. We have Legion Rearguard, who was only 2 HP and can't block, so that's a massive downside. So what do we do in the mid to late game? In late game, we lose, obviously. But what we want to do in the beginning is we just dump every creature on the board that we have. We smash the Nexus down, and then we use our burn spells to just, you know, kill off or finish the enemy off completely. But here's the cards that we use and how they interchange. We have Legion Rearguard, who, 3 offs of that, obviously. It's a 1 mana 3/2 who can't block, but is pretty good, obviously. It's pretty awesome early on. Then we have the Legion Saboteur, who has a little bit of a specialty to it. It's a 2/1, 1 mana, so it's also a 1-drop, and it has a Sabotage, which means, which procs if she attacks, and if she does attack, she deals 1 to the enemy nexus. You can kill her off. Sabotage is still gonna proc, however, if you declared an attack with her. We have Precious Pet, which is probably our best bet early on. It's also 1 mana. It's a 2/1 with the special attack that it is fearsome, which means can only be blocked by enemies with 3 or more power, and that is basically free damage in the beginning. Even if the enemy just puts down like a Precious Pet like that, it's not gonna work because it can't block anyway, so you can always can ensure to make 2 damage to the enemy nexus with this one early on. Boom Crew Rookie. Now, how you want to play this deck, by the way, that's something that I learned, is that you don't, if you have your starting hand, everything that is not a 1-drop, you mulligan that away. It doesn't matter if it's a 2-drop or 3 or 4 or 5. Everything that is not a 1-drop, you just mulligan it away. You just discard it and try to get some more 1-drops in your hand. However, there is one card, 1 2-drop in this deck that you shouldn't mulligan away when it is in your starting hand, and that would be the Boom Crew Rookie right here. Now, this guy may only deal 1 damage, but the cool thing is he has 4 HP. So early on, it is really hard to get rid of this thing. And it is actually pretty frightening, because it also has attack, which means, which would be attack, and that is deal 2 to the enemy nexus. Every time he declares an attack, he deals 2 to the enemy nexus, and at a 4 HP threshold, as I said, it's pretty likely that you can at least get 2 attacks in with this. And if you have some other threats out, like the Legion Rearguard, who also deals 3 damage, which basically the Boom Crew Rookie also deals 3 damage. But there are many people who just want to get rid of the Legion Rearguard, so, you know, stuff like that, because they are more threatening, because it says 3 attack right here from the beginning. But yeah, they need to throw at least like 2, maybe a creature, maybe a removal spell, so you need... in order for this to go away, you need to throw like 2 creatures, maybe 3 creatures, maybe 1 creature and a spell at it early on. So that is obviously value for you. And you always basically, if this goes through entirely, you always deal 3 damage to the Nexus. pretty damn awesome, and it's only a 2-drop at that. That 4 HP threshold is amazing. Then we have the Crimson Disciple, who also has a specialty. It's a 2-mana, 2/3, and when she survives damage, you deal 2 to the enemy nexus. We paired it up with other creatures, but also, you know, when the enemy decides to, for whatever reason, if this thing is out, tries to attack with Spoders or something like that, you can just block it. She survives 1 damage, you deal 2 to the enemy nexus. That's obviously value. But I'm gonna tell you what we paired this up with. For instance, with the Imperial Demolitionist. This thing we only play when the Crimson Disciple is out, by the way. So this thing is a 2/3, 2-mana drop and has another play ability. Deal 1 to an ally unit to deal 2 to the enemy nexus. Obviously, you know, we deal 1 damage to the Crimson Disciple. Crimson Disciple triggers, the enemy gets damaged for 2. Yeah, for 2, and then from the Crimson Disciple, and then the enemy gets damaged by 2 from the Black Powder Grenade from the Imperial Demolitionist. Pretty damn good. Then we have the Legion Grenadier, another 2-drop with a Last Breath ability, is a 3/1, which is pretty damn scary early on. However, if he dies, which is the Last Breath ability, you deal 2 to the enemy nexus, so you basically always get value out of this. Then, those are all the creatures that we have. Now, if the enemy, for some reason, goes in for massive beats and we just need to block something and we don't, or he just removes it somehow, or makes it completely obsolete our board, then we still have all our spells at our disposal to just burn down the enemy nexus. First one would be a 3-off of Mystic Shot, which deals 2 to anything, so we usually just chuck that right onto the enemy nexus. If we really want to be cute, but it doesn't make any fucking sense, but if the Crimson Disciple is out with her 3 HP, then we can aim the Mystic Shot at the Crimson Disciple, but that wouldn't make any sense because she would be at 1 HP, which means everything would kill her off. And this deals also 2 damage, and so you can just aim the Mystic Shot at the enemy Nexus, but you know, if you want to be really cute and you think, okay, I got this in the bag and Nexus only has 1 or 2 HP remaining, then you can be cute and try to play with the Mystic Shot. Obviously, though, you shouldn't do that. Then we have Transfusion. Deal 1 to an ally to give another ally +2/+2 this round. You can also use that on the Crimson Disciple to damage her. But you can also use it to buff up the Crimson Disciple a little bit more. Both of these things obviously are beneficial to you. Like either damage the Crimson Disciple because it gets damaged, or it gets killed anyway because the enemy has like 6 HP, 5 HP, because you know the Crimson Disciple, it's a +2/+2 buff, so the Crimson Disciple only has 4 HP. I mean 5 HP, sorry, and the enemy has 5 damage, then of course, you know, just damage her and put it on something that might go face, and then you get even more value, even, you know, again, 2 damage to the enemy Nexus because this thing took damage from the Transfusion. Then we have Get Excited. To play, discard 1, deal 3 to anything. We can, you know, use that as a finisher, obviously. This is a burst spell, by the way, which definitely can come in handy, by the way. And Mystic Shot and Get Excited so far are fast spells, so we can use that when the enemy also already has declared its attack. So that can come in clutch. As well as Noxian Favor. Deal 3 to an ally unit to deal 3 to anything. Basically, what we can do is if we attack with the Grenadier, that is one of the best targets, I would say. If we attack with the Grenadier, obviously the enemy is going to block it. We can use Noxian Favor not only to get the 3 damage from the Legion Grenadier onto the Nexus, but also the 2 damage that the enemy receives from this thing dying. Then we have the used. Oh yeah, that's the last creature that we have. I totally forgot about this guy. This guy is pretty damn cool. Used CASK Salesman. And when he is summoned, special ability, when he is summoned, you summon 2 Caustic Casks. Now, what do these things do? Caustic Casks are ephemeral and have a Last Breath ability of deal 1 to each Nexus. Deals 0 damage, has 1 HP. So basically, we can use these as chump blockers or just to finish the enemy off at the end of the enemy turn or at the end of our turn. We just, you know, deal 2 damage to both. What's even the... Yeah, well, the plural is Nexuses, but I thought it would be Nexi or something like that. But yeah, this one can kill you off, but it shouldn't. So, also it's a 3 mana creature, by the way, so you can also play that early on. And as a 3/2, sorry, it's a pretty good... It's an okay blocker, but it also can go in for pretty severe damage as well. Mainly, I use that for the Caustic Cask, and then, you know, to just have a chump blocker, basically. Then we have Static Shock. Another pretty cool burn spell. Deal 1 to an enemy or the enemy nexus and 1 to another, draw 1. So basically we can aim this at the nexus and at a creature, or at a creature and another creature, or at the creature and a nexus, obviously. And that's usually what I use it for, if the enemy has like a 1 HP creature or something like that, or if you're just really close to being lethal, but it's only that 1 damage missing, then you can just aim the static shock at a creature, any creature, doesn't matter, and then obviously at the nexus. Now our finisher, if things go really south, this is the most damage we can deal at once to the enemy nexus with any of the burn spells that we have, would be Decimate. It's a slow spell, which is a little bit of a downside, but it deals 4 to the enemy nexus. This is basically, as I said, our finisher. The only thing that can that is really detrimental to this deck, I played against deep sea creatures, I beat that. I played against spoders, I beat that. I don't know, I think I lost against the I tied against the Yasuo deck, by the way. And I actually beat also the most obnoxious deck that is out there at the moment, and that would be the Karma Asriel bullshit. I also beat that deck. The thing that can really get annoying are Deny. Like any deck that runs Deny, because they can just deny your Decimates or like Noxian Favor, Transfusion, Mystic Shot. Obviously, if the enemy is at 2 HP and he saved up 4 mana, then you can pretty damn sure that he's gonna have a deny, because you're pretty likely to just burn him down, or try to burn him down with a Mystic Shot. So denies can be pretty annoying, and obviously if the enemy has really good stall potential. Like if the enemy can stall you to the mid, and especially to the late game, then it's just over for you. Because, you know, you don't have anything to basically deal with. And also, one thing that you... Usually I play as aggressive as possible, which means even if the enemy has 8 HP and I only get 2 damage in, I still aim my Mystic Shot not to a creature that could potentially kill it. I still aim it at the Nexus. Because, you know, I just go aggressive, I just basically go tunnel vision and just try to burn him down as fast as possible. I basically play as if the enemy side of the board doesn't really exist. But... one thing you have to look out for are, how's it even called? Like drain spells and drain creatures. Like one, it was called Lifesteal, there you go. Lifesteal creatures are a pretty damn big concern, but there is only one, I think it was in Shadow Isles, let me check that real quick. Yeah. Like this thing, for example, I know it's an ephemeral, but it's still a 5/5. So Darkwater Scourge, for instance, he can play that for 3 mana, and that is a life gain or a lifesteal creature. So that can be pretty bad. So definitely make sure that you have something against that. Just make sure that it doesn't get any life back, because that is really damn scary. Other than that, I can pretty much say, like, the number one reason why you should go for this and why you should play this, there is one simple reason for this. Number one, or 2 simple reasons. Number one, it's a budget deck, so much of the cards that are required for this you already have. You just need to stock up on some of the other cards. Number 2, this deck is the easiest way to get most of the cards that you want, because the thing is, you get 200 XP or 100, depends, or maybe even a little bit more with the PvP with the daily PvP bonus. But usually you get 200 XP for a win, right? This deck usually, if you play with this deck, the game usually comes to a close at like, if it goes really well, after like 3 minutes. But usually the games go like 7 to 9 minutes, let's say. If you don't win within this time span, you're basically dead, because the enemy has a board and you are mid-game and you can't do anything about it, so you can basically surrender. Or you have already won, obviously. So the games are really short with this deck, whether you win or you lose. Most of the time you're gonna win, by the way, if you play aggressive. Because, you know, nowadays, or at the current meta, people usually play control decks. Now, this thing, maybe, let's say you play like 8 minutes and you win. So, then, if you compare this to a control deck, like a control versus control, games usually take up, let's say like 15 to 16 minutes. And then you win and you get 200 XP, and then you go for the next game. In the time frame of that 16 minutes that you played the control matchup, which could be obviously more fun than this, but in the time span you played 1 game with the control deck, you already played 2 games with this aggro deck, by the way. So you get and you know the game doesn't really take into consideration how long the game was going. It just takes into consideration if you won or if you lost, and based on that you get your XP, and based on that you obviously level up the regions that you selected. So you play more games, you get more XP, and thus you just get the cards and you just level up faster. So if you just start off with this game, I would definitely suggest, you know, in the description there's the deck list, obviously. Just import it, make sure you get these cards, and then just, you know, play this non-stop. And I'm gonna guarantee you, you're gonna get the decks that you want and the cards that you want in basically no time, because it goes really it really goes that fast. But yeah, I've rambled on for long enough. Hope you enjoy the games, and yeah, I'll see you then in the next Runeterra video. Enjoy the games. Hermanalig. Fucking... Okay, not gonna say anything, but it's fucking Ionia again. God, I hate him. So basically, just withdraw everything unless you have like 1 drops, and then Boom Crew Rookie you can keep that, because, you know, deal 2 to the Nexus, pretty damn good. Let's be dumb. Just burn him down. Just burn him down. Awesome early game aggro, by the way. Since you need to have a 3 power to actually block it. Oh, am I? That's cute. Oh, trust me, dude, it will work. It will work. Hopefully. Maybe I should have kept that actually for Nexus damage. Ah well. But I don't want to take 5 damage. It's a little bit scary. And also with this, maybe I can actually keep this guy. Yeah, because you can play a creature now. So we are free to deal a little bit more damage. Ooh, nice. Another one of them. Okay. Whoa, dude. Ooh! I might have actually wanted to block that. Not really, actually. Okay. I actually play this into another creature, but I don't have it, so I'm just gonna do it like that. Just getting 2 free damage to the Nexus again. So why not? Could be dead. The surrender. Stupid burn aggro. Works. We could have actually used the Mystic Shot for the Nexus. I don't think it would have mattered much if that other thing would have just stayed in the game. We are on Paper Mache 3. From Cardboard 4 to Paper Mache 3. Let's try that again. Yeah, it actually helps to read how you're supposed to play decks, because I'm not... Obviously, I haven't played Stupid Rush in Runeterra yet, so you played it a little bit different in every card game, apparently. But kind of similar, just, you know, turn your brain off and then just go right back in there. But it actually feels good to just diminish Elusive, just like that. Not Elusive, but Ionia. Okay, so that's gonna be another Ionia, but it's gonna be Demacia, Freljord with Tyrandamir, Braum, Garen, and Lux. Braum could be a pretty big issue, actually. I'm gonna keep the Mystic Shot. Yeah. But we go second. That kind of blows. That's gonna be Rearguard first. Yep. Rearguard be like, where's my ass? Go in, boy. Go in, big boy.
Ready for deployment.
Okay, not gonna care about that. Girl be like, ready for employment. So we just ignore his side of the board, I think. And just see... Basically for the most part, and then just see how much damage we can do. Straight to the Nexus.
Welcome to the tipsy hour.
Why? What? Why do you... Why would he heal her? When she's already full heal and his Nexus isn't? Things you don't have to understand, I guess.
Explosives primed.
I don't know. He has a 1-mana spell? Apparently.
I'll do better this time.
Nexus damage! That's what we live for.
Demacian steel protects me.
Cool story, bruh. I could keep this guy. I could also make more damage. Actually, yes. Let's do it like that. Because we still get the proc, the sabotage damage to the Nexus.
Not done yet.
Yeah. We could drop a Get Excited. Just discard the other Get Excited. Alright, we're gonna wait and see. Wait and sizzle. If he doesn't have anything to prevent this, he's dead.
For justice, for Demacia.
Yeah. Justify this. Hopefully not. Alright. Stupid burn aggro. That was under meta decks. Apparently it is. Apparently it is an aggro. Yeah, that too. But apparently it is a meta deck. Why would I play Undying Kalista that requires actual brain strength when you can just fucking go stupid? Biolni with another Freljord Shadow Isle with Braum, Ashe, Elise, Tyrannamere. Ooh, Crimson Disciple. Let's toss it though, because she's not a 1-drop. Oh, Boomcrew Rookie. Okay, yeah, we're into this, and he's a render. Come on, man. Can't do this to me. It is ranked, dude. And you're not even gonna try, even if you have a bad starting hand? That's not what you do. Come on. Come on, man. Too strong, apparently. Apparently it is. It's too burny. So we have a mirror, at least in terms of region. Jinx, Darius, Vladimizel. Well, that... Yeah, that's... Oh, yes. All of it. All over my body. Ah, it's always so good when you just see it. Nope, I don't have anything to play. It makes me feel so good inside.
Of course I'm ready.
Let's get ready, Mom Spaghetti. Of course he has a drop.
I'll do better this time.
Yep, was to be expected. But I still get, yeah, 3 damage in.
They got past me.
Oh yeah, that is the best combo, by the way. Because this girl, when she survives damage, you deal 2 to the enemy nexus. This thing, when you play her, deal 1 to an ally to deal 2 to the nexus. So basically 4 damage to the nexus. That's a meme. That's a meme.
Cut him down.
Oh no, that hurts. I don't give a shit, actually. Yeah, let's play her.
I have my orders. For the Empire.
4 damage right away. Coming right up. Any day now. Ooh, get excited. He doesn't like fun. God damn it.
I can do this.
Just gotta play more then.
Just gonna put this here.
He's gonna trade here. Like this, I guess. Good old Trifarian into the rookie.
I didn't do anything.
Oh, I just realized he also has a rookie. Ah. All right.
This works.
Damn it.
Interesting, my friend. Interesting. Not sure why he wouldn't just kill off the Boomcrew rookie with the Trifarian. It's only like 1 damage. Whatever floats your boat, though. But I can deal 3 damage next turn, so he's down to 6 with this. He's down to 2. This one would kill him off.
Broken. Like buildings. Or people.
I think we can set this off next turn.
No one's the wiser.
If we keep all our proccers.
Not a
Which means I can kill him, block him, Yeah.
Better run. Backfired.
Doesn't have anything to block this with. Only 1 mana. The keen stuff.
Abuse.
Stay still. I'm trying to shoot you.
Let's not be too cute.
Time to go.
Burn aggro! The deck is fast, easy to play, and obviously thus grants you the ranks fastest. Okay. See if we can do it again. Against Hail Flash, fucking Ionia, and Shadow Isles. That's a little bit more okay, it's yeah, okay, plays with Ephemerals then. Zed, Hecarim, Maokai, Kalista. Fesche Kalista. Hello. What's wrong? What's wrong with him? Did he draw bad or did he draw good, or is he just like befoozled that I don't play any heroes? Or is it a combination of everything? This guy is pretty interesting, by the way. We have a Boom Crew rookie. My God, fucking God, man, just take my body. Don't take that out of context, please. Basically, this thing is like a rear guard, right? If you get damage in, because it also basically deals 3 damage. 1 damage is always secure, so he's a little bit better than a rear guard, and also costs 1 less mana.
Shadows gather.
Ugh. You touch me in a really weird spot. Ooh, this... I remember this card. I actually like it.
Wait.
Just like the looks of it. It has something.
Shadow take you. A shadow of my power.
It tickles my fancy, you might say. Wait, how much damage? That's 2 damage. I can do without that. It's alright. Don't kill it. Don't be a douche. Oh, you killed that? Okay, that's alright. That's alright.
War Mason.
4 damage.
For the
We do this 4 damage. Got the Decimate. I'm gonna play Boom Crew Rookie, I think. Yeah. And then the used CASK Salesman. It's a little bit weird. I know the game means that the casks are used, but it sounds like that he is used. You know? He's a used... well, you know what I mean. He looks ruggish, though. He knows exactly. That smirk. He has seen some shit. That's for shizzle. Let's shoot him. Pointed right at ya, boy. Boom! Do we have him already? It would be good to block the 2 that deal 2 damage, I think. 3 damage going through. 1, 2, 3, 4 from Decimate. 2 with him. So we play him first. Oh wait, if he blocks like that. 2, 3, 4. He's down to 5. Vile Feast. Maybe. Or that. Okay. Okay.
Better run.
Better run.
I am the blade in the dark.
Yeah. Whatever, dude. Whatever. Yeah.
Of course I'm ready. No refund.
Oh, it doesn't matter if he attacks right away. I was about to say, if he attacks right away, it would suck because Decimate is slow. But we also have Get Excited, which is a fast spell, so we can just use that. Or do I use it to kill off the Zed? I won't tell. Okay, cool beans, bruh. Oh, I can't use Get Excited because I don't have the mana. Alright. Lovely. Got to Paper Mache 2.